Hello everyone, welcome to the video series of the subject Object-Oriented Programming using Java. Myself Hemanisha and I am going to cover hybrid inheritance using the interface concept in this video lecture. Now this topic is a part of unit number 3, Interfaces and Inheritance. Now to learn this topic, you must have the idea about the types of inheritance, what is the inheritance, how we can use the inheritance concept with the interfaces. We have already learned types of inheritance using the interfaces. Now to learn this hybrid inheritance concept with the inheritance, you must have the knowledge about the multiple inheritance using the interfaces. So this multiple inheritance is only and only possible by using the interfaces in Java. Now, hybrid inheritance is a combination of more than one inheritance concept in your classes relations. So here, this is the example of hybrid inheritance. Now, how this figure is a hybrid inheritance? So here, just observe the relationship between A, B and C. This C is derived from A and B. So this A and B both are the parent of C. So this anyone should be the interface because it is a multiple inheritance. Right? Now observe the part C and D. D is derived from C. So here you can observe this is the simple inheritance. Now in whole figure, you have one multiple inheritance and you have one simple inheritance. This two combination present in the single figure, that's why it is a hybrid inheritance example. Now this you have to create by using the interfaces. Now this is the second example. Now observe the part P having the two child. This P1 and P2 both are derived from P. So here this is the hierarchical inheritance concept because these two are the child classes, sibling classes having the common parent P. Now observe the part P1, P2 and P3. This P3 is derived from P1 and P2. So here more than one parents of P3. So here this is the multiple inheritance. Now in the single figure example 2, you have the hierarchical inheritance as well as multiple inheritance present. So this is the example of hybrid inheritance. Now you have to create the possible solution to implement such an inheritance concept in your program. If such a figure is given to you, A and B both are the parent of the C and D having the single parent C, then how you can implement such a combination of inheritance? What are the possible solutions? So to find the solution, just keep in mind two concepts. Multiple inheritance is only possible by using the interfaces. You cannot create a class from more than one class. And second thing that you have to keep in mind, that is you have to use the keyword implements, and implements keyword you can write more than one interfaces after implements keyword. You cannot create another thing, you cannot create class from existing interface. That means your parent is a class, then you cannot create a new interface from the class, because class is a fully defined thing and interface is a fully undefined thing. So you cannot create fully undefined thing from the fully defined thing. So two things you have to keep in mind, right? Now what are the possible solution for this particular figure? So here first solution, you just need to make at least one interface when you find the multiple inheritance in your figure. So here the first solution, I am making A as a class, solution 1, B as an interface, and I am creating C from this class A and interface B. So what should be the definition of C class? Class C extends from A, implements from B, because B is the interface, so you have to use the keyword implements, and A is a class, so you have to use the keyword extends then A. Now here you can never write implements B then extends A at the time of creating class C. The syntax is possible only like this. Yes, if you have more than two parents of a C, at that time you have to write the comma separated interface name after implements keyword. Say for the example, some B1 is an interface available and it is a parent of C, then you can write like this: class C extends A, implements B, comma B1. Like that you can specify more than one interface is comma separated after implements keyword. Right? Now D is a class which is derived from C. So here this class D extends from class C. Now what is the another solution? So here it is the second solution. The second solution is you just create the class B and interface A. So here this A is an interface, B is a class, and you are creating C as a class from A and B. So your class C definition will become like this: class C extends B because B is a class, then implements A because A is an interface in this solution, and class D same extends from C. Now this is the third solution. If we are making this A and B both are interfaces in our code, then what should be the definition of class C? So here this A is an interface, B is an interface. Now you can create class from more than one interfaces. This is the possible using Java. So for that you just need to write like this: class C implements A, comma B. Here you can specify as many number of interface as you want as a parent of C. So this is the possible in Java. So here this is the syntax of multiple inheritance, and in previous solution we are using extends and implements both the keywords for the writing the multiple inheritance syntax. And here we are using implements then comma separated interface syntax to implement multiple inheritance concept. Right? Now class D extends C because B is a class, C is also class. Right? Now what is the fourth solution? So here I am making this C as an interface. So if C is an interface, you cannot create A or B as a class because you cannot create interface from the existing class. So here you have to make this A and B as an interface if you are making C as an interface. So the solution 4 will become like this: interface A, interface B. Now interface extends another interfaces. So the syntax will become like this: interface C extends comma separated interface names. This comma separated class name is not possible with the class, then extends and comma separated class names. Keep in mind this thing. This extend is possible with comma separated value of interfaces only, not comma separated value of the class name in Java. Right? Now if you are going to create the D class, then the syntax will become like this: class D implements C, because now C is an interface. That's why the keyword to inherit from the interface is a implements keyword. That's why. Right? So these 4 are the possible solutions. Now think with yourself, what happens if this D become interfaces in all the solutions? So you will get another 4 solutions. So the total 8 solutions are available actually. So instead of D as a class in all the solution, just keep all as a interfaces. Possible or not, think on it and think about and then go for it, right? So instead of in this solution it is possible, you can create D as an interface. Now in previous solution, if anyone present as a class, then you cannot create D as an interface. Keep in mind, right? So only one solution will more possible, D as an interface, right? Now what will happen in this case? Can you find out the possible solution for this particular second example figure? Here, one hierarchical inheritance present and one multiple inheritance present. Now think on the multiple inheritance portion P1, P2 and P3. So if P3 is an interface, then you cannot create P, P1, P2 as a class in your code. That thing you must clear, right? Now, but what can be the solution if this P3 is a class? If this P3 is a class, then anyone from P1 or P2 must be the interface. At least one interface you have to provide from the P1 or P2. Otherwise, this multiple inheritance not possible with P3, right? So, if you are making anyone as an interface, you have to create this P as a only interface. So the possible solution can be P as an interface, P1 as an interface, P2 as an interface, and this P3 you can create as a class or it can be a interface. Second solution, you can create P as an interface, P1 as an interface, then P2 can be a class. The same way, if P1 as a class, then P2 can be an interface. So this is the third solution, and you can create at that time, if anyone is a class P1 or P2, then you have to create the P3 as a class only in your code, right? If these both are the interface, then and only then possibility of this P3 as a class or interface. But if anyone as a class, there is no possibility of an interface for P3, right? So these are the possible solutions. Now here, this is the example that we have to try for the hybrid inheritance. The definition is given like this. Write a program that illustrates interface inheritance. This interface P, that means P is an interface, extended by P1 and P2. Interface extends another interface, that means this P1 and P2 must be an interface because the keyword is written extended by. Interface is always extended by interfaces only. So here this P1 and P2 will be the interfaces in our code, right? Now this interface P12, that means you have to create more interface. P12 name of the interface is given, inherits from both P1 and P2. That means multiple inheritance you have to show. You have to create this P12 from P1 and P2 like this in the figure. Now you just need to create at least one constant. Each interface declares one constant and one method in each level. That means you have to create one data field and one abstract function in all the interfaces. This all are the interfaces as per the definition, right? Now create the class Q which is implements from this P12 illustrated like this. This Q is a class which is implements from this P12. P12 is the interface, right? Now just Q and invokes each its methods. You just need to create Q and invokes all the methods. Each method display one of the constant value. You just need to display this all the constant value that you have defined or declared inside the interfaces. So let's try this program by opening the Notepad++. So I'm going to open this Notepad++. Here, as per the definition, I have already given the definition over here. Now as per the definition, first of all create the interface P. Now what they have told in this problem statement, you have to create at least one constant. So here I am going to create constant p like this, and I am keeping this value as a 1. The constant I am declaring with the value as a 1. Now how to declare constant? You can declare constant by using the final keyword, but whenever you are using the interface, your all the data field of an interface are always by default public, static and final. So here you don't need to write the final and public and static because it is by default available. Now you have to declare at least one function. I am going to declare one function display p, and this function will display the value of p constant. For that I just created this display p function. Now as per the definition, this p is extended by p1 and p2. That means you have to create more interfaces p1 and p2, p1 and p2. Now these interfaces are extended by this p is extended by p1 and p2. That means p1's parent is p. That means here you just need to write extends existing interface p, and here I am just going to declare one more constant as a p1. In p1 I am declaring p1 and I am creating value equals to 2, and the function I am making as an abstract function display p1. Now just as per the definition, create one more interface, give the interface name as a p2, and it is extended by it is extends from p, and here I am just creating constant p2 and creating the value as a making this p2 value as a 3 constant value. Now just create the function display p2 is a abstract function in this p2 interface. Now the next sentence of the problem statement, interface p12 inherits from p1 and p2. That means again you have to create one more interface. The name you should use as per the definition p12, and it is extended from p1 comma p2, right, as per the definition. Now inside this I am making one constant as a p12 and my keeping the value as a 4. Now making the function as a display p12, it will display the constant of p12 value. Now as per the definition, you just need to declare the class Q that implements from p12. See here, this is the class Q implements from this p12. So here I am just making one class as a Q. This class Q implements from existing interface p12. Now how to declare constant in a class? I am making one constant in this. To making this constant, you have to use the keyword like this: public, static is optional, final is a keyword to make some variable as a constant. So here I am making this Q, and this I am making the value with the 5. Right? This Q is a final, that means constant in the Q class, and I am making one function that display. We cannot create the abstract function. That's why this display Q function display the value of the Q. So here I am giving the definition to this Q display Q function as a system dot out dot println, and I am printing the value of Q as a Q equals to printing the value of Q like this, right? So this constant value I am printing. Now whenever you are implements some interface, your class responsible to override all the abstract function of super level interfaces. So first super level interface is p12, so you have to override this function. Now at the time of overriding, what you have to write here, public access specification you have to give. Otherwise you will get the compile time error. So at the time of overriding, you just need to add the public access specification. Now as per the definition, this all the function implements to print some constants value. So here I am printing this p12 value from this p12 display p12 function, and I am just printing this p12 constants. Now if you observe the parent of this p12 is p1 and p2, so you again have to override this all the functions. So I'm just copying this functions definitions more than one times. Here the function I am going to implement is p1, and it is responsible to print the value of p1, and the constant name is p1. And here this function is responsible to display the value of p2 constants. So here I am making this function as a display p2 and p2 as a variable name, or p2 as a constant string, and p2 is a variable name of this p2 interface. So this function already implemented, this function is already implemented. Now see the common parent of these two interfaces, and it is a p. So you again have to override this display p function. So this display p function I am going to override over here. Display p is responsible to print the value of p, and just print the value of p over here, right? So when you create the class from many interface hierarchy, at that time your class responsibility to override this all the functions which is available in super level interfaces. Now as per the definition, we have to demonstrate this all the function call. So first of all we have to make this public static void main function, and inside this create the string arguments variable. Now just demonstrate the function call by using the queue objects. See here, you cannot create the object of any interface, right? That's why you have to just create the object of a queue only. I am creating object queue obj is my object name, and new this queue. I am creating object of a queue class. Then I can call the functions by using this queue object dot, just call this all the function. First I am calling the function of a p interface display p, then I am calling the function of display p1. This is the abstract function of p1 interface. Then call the function of p2 interface, and the function name is display p2 that we have already created. Now again the call the function of display p12, and again the call the function display this queue. This display queue is a function of this queue, right? So this all are the function of the interfaces, and I'm just calling this all the functions, right? Now save this file with the name hybrid inheritance demo. Now you just open the command prompt. So here it is a command prompt. Move in your drive and move in your folder and try to compile this code javac, then file name is hybrid inheritance demo.java, right? So this is the file name. Now one thing is missing, the declaration of this queue variable that I am going to update. This declaration of a queue variable public static final, then the variable type is int. So I am adding this thing. Now again I am opening the command prompt. So here it is a command prompt. Now try to compile it. Compiled. Now try to run it. Java then hybrid inheritance demo, right? See here we are getting all the constants output over here. Clear? So such examples can be asked in your exam to create this hybrid interfaces concept. So hope you people are clear with the concept of this hybrid inheritance, and the concept of this how you can implement the concept of multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance concept using the interface. So, thank you for watching my video. I will cover the remaining topic in my next video lecture. Thank you for watching. Thank you all of you.